Hello, everybody. My name is Lewis Lee, and this is Playing in Traffic. We do this every Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So please tell your friends that we talk about cars, boats, trucks, anything you put gas in. Me and Ray talk about it. What's up, Ray?
Lewis, yes, and we do, and we will tonight too. And I got out of traffic, and I'm back home in my home basement, so
Home
I'm
base.
not traveling this week. So
Yeah. How's the weather out in New York?
it's cold as hell, man. It's been around the same temperature. It's been in the 30s. Yesterday it went up into the 40s, but the wind has been constant, and the wind today made it feel like it was like the 20s.
Yeah.
I actually wore one of the Matco hats that Brian gave me. I'm not a real big knit hat guy.
Right.
Uh, I'm the only one I have to, but I wore one today, man. We went and got a Christmas tree, and I put that damn thing on and covered my ears.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So out here, it was 75 today, but the
nice.
temperature, man, as soon as the sun goes down, the temperature goes with it. It's
Yeah,
65 now, but man, it feels like it's 40 with the wind.
we have 35 degrees outside right here in New York right now, and I think the wind has died down, so it's probably a lot more comfortable, if you could say comfortable, but
Yeah.
better.
So I
Like I
like to apologize to everybody that I messed around and caught a cold or something. I got some stuff going on, so
yeah,
excuse my throat and all that good stuff.
no problem. We will. So you put up you found an interesting topic for this week, which I find kind of intriguing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna throw it up on screen right now.
Yeah, pitch it.
Yeah, here we go. So the administration is I guess granting permission for car these car manufacturers to build small vehicles, affordable vehicles here in the United States. So I think Toyota is going to build this vehicle here somewhere, and $10,000 I'd buy one.
It's kind of boxy looking. It kind of
Yeah,
has it has a look of some other vehicle. Like it almost has like a little bit of a Ford grill look to it.
yeah, it does.
And the back looks like a Divco. I don't know. It kind of like it's a mashup, but that's a Toyota. See, that's the thing. Forever, there's been cars in Europe that we never saw here, and some of them are pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's
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 the same truck, just got some goodies on it.
that's all muted out. Yeah, that's got the bumpers and it's got the back stuff on it. Yeah, that's more of a adventure vehicle. So the thing is, though, I mean, for 10 grand, I mean, obviously, we've been kind of conditioned that you know you can't get anything good cheap. I'm,
Right.
I'm leery already just because of the price, and I want to know, what doesn't that have that a higher priced vehicle would have?
It has
Like,
one airbag.
yeah, yeah, it's got, and you blow it up yourself. But like, I'm thinking about chassis and suspension components. Are they lighter? I mean, that one version was definitely more of an off-road looking version, so you can't do that
Right.
with a Chinsey chassis. But
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's got it. Well, you have to think though, for them to make a, a nice car, it's really cheap for the manufacturer to make it, but they sell it for way more than it's worth. You know what I mean? So
the other big thing is in the European markets and all in other markets in the world, they can build cars at a lower price point. Once they send them here and they
yeah,
have to go through DOT and all the crash testing, that's how China got uh, with Cherry Motors. That's how they got knocked out of the United States. They couldn't pass the crash testing,
mhm,
and when they were told what they needed to do to change it, they weren't willing to make those changes and put the money in or whatever. So they were not never able to sell their cars here.
right,
So I don't know. I mean, Toyota already does sell cars in the United States, so they know what it takes.
yeah.
Like you said,
So
airbags and crash.
yeah, so I seen Donald Trump was having a uh, cabinet meeting, not a meeting, but it was like they were doing something. But all the car manufacturers were there,
I
and he
did see
like
that.
kind of put them on the spot. He's like, "Oh yeah, I think you guys should make some of these affordable cars too."
Right, I saw that because he had the guy from what's his name from
Ford.
Ford, right?
Yep.
He had a little talk, but the guy from the Italian from Stellantis,
Mm-hmm.
he
Yep.
had a bit of a talk. Yeah, I did see that last week, and they were all very happy, and they were all saying, yeah, I mean, hey, listen, if they can get their cars in another market, but they do have to Americanize them,
Yeah.
and I wonder now, like with that truck, I mean, stuff you have to pass the American market, like the the bumpers and door guards and of course airbags. You don't have to have the ADAS system, which is all the forward-looking radar and the
Exhaust.
the crash avoidance and the lane avoid. You don't have to have that.
No.
It is nice and it does play into occupant safety, but you don't have to have it. So I wonder if maybe they're not going to include that because that's expensive.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had a fellow on the radio show a couple of weeks ago, Larry Martinez, who's a trainer, and he's like a post collision insurance guy,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he was talking all about that and how expensive it is just to change a mirror or a door on a car or truck. It could be thousands. I mean, the mirror itself could end up being almost $1,000, and then it has to be calibrated because it has the sensors in it. So it could be another 1,200 to have everything. And well, he said he doesn't like the word calibration. I kind of disagree with that, but maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
so it has to be all, you know, reorganized out, whatever you want to call it. But so if you take that out of the equation, yeah, there's some money saved.
Yeah. So here's a good example. When my wife got in an accident in her Cadillac, I thought I could fix. I mean, I know I could have fixed it, but they said, "Oh, it's fiber optics down the whole side." Like she hit a cable that holds the telephone poles,
Right.
and it like peeled the fender and half of the hood and some of the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like peeled like a can opener, right? And they like all the fiber optics run through there, so they totaled it. I was like,
Right.
man, just get some duct tape, you know what I mean, and wire it back. I would have fixed it, but they
Okay.
totaled it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brian already has an idea about that. Um, he's saying that truck won't be in the United States because of tariffs and emissions. Emissions is the other thing. Yeah, it's got to. You see, that's the thing. Like I said, Toyota is in the country, so they know what it takes already. I could see a company like Toyota, Honda. Um, I mean, I don't know if the high end ones, BMW, or if they're going to do it, but they certainly do know what it takes to work in this country. Like,
Right.
whereas something like Cherry Motors or Tata Motors, they don't have anything in the country, so they'd be coming in fresh. I'm sure they could present the lower priced vehicle, but I don't think they're going to be ready for the, what they have to do to keep it American legal. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Let's get Brian in and see what he has to say.
Yeah, bring him in.
What's up,
There
Mr.
he
Brian?
is.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Another day in the desert.
Yeah, it's a balmy 29 degrees here with 30-mile-an-hour winds.
You too with the winds, man. It's been crazy over here with the wind.
Crazy. The wind is, and the weathermen down here are like, they're so wound up about. They want it to snow so bad that it's like, still a chance of snow. Don't worry, people. And they're spraying and salting and sand. I mean, dude. I guess that's how they're. That's how they're trying to take everybody's mind off of everything else. Just throw that S word in there and buy toilet paper and bread or something, dude, because it's crazy.
Well, yeah, they are predicting here on Long Island snow. They said maybe Saturday night, maybe but like a dusting, nothing really crazy. We kind of avoid it a lot because of the ocean. We get the warm ocean air, and a lot of times we don't get what other areas get. But yeah, they're saying it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. They're so wound up, but that not to go too far off, but that's like back in the day when I was at the dealership, we had gray market cars.
Yeah,
and the German cars that came in that weren't U.S. standards, they to get them to pass, they had to have air pumps, and we had to glue in the little gas ring so that you can only put unleaded gas in instead of the big nozzle. Of course, we didn't have the big nozzles here, but that was just one of those things that we had to do. And some of the cars we had to put on these stupid bumperettes because they didn't have 5-mile-an-hour impact. But going back to that Toyota truck, I think that was a I don't know what the right word would be at the moment, but
Prototype.
well, a shock, or trying to say this is what we can do for you, or this is what it is. But I already know it's already been said in the couple of articles is that it won't pass emissions through here.
Now, okay, Brian. So let's talk about that, because, like I just said, Toyota does sell in the United States, so they know what it takes to have a car pass.
Yeah,
So
how hard would it be to put a
why would they bring it in knowing it couldn't pass? It doesn't.
Well, it's not coming here. It's not coming here.
Well, okay. I thought
from everything I've read,
okay.
They said, "Look what we can do."
Okay.
But it's not going to come here.
Well, then the next step is going to be, okay, well, if you can do that, you need to have this, and this in line. And like I said, Toyota's in the country already, so they're not neophytes.
Right.
And when do you have time to read anything?
Huh?
Yeah.
When do you have time to read anything?
Well, it's like, like when you text me at 2 a.m. the other night, I was up reading stuff. I almost answered you, but I figured we get into a talk and then you'd be a zombie for the rest of the day.
Yeah, well, you were reading Redheads, I think. I know that's what I was doing.
But I talked to the guys at the Toyota dealership.
Okay, good answer.
And they're like,
why don't you just
that ain't going to happen.
All right, well, that's I was going to say, you do have the in with those guys, so that'd be good. Listen, we already have a cheap truck, the Maverick. Ford brought the Maverick out, and it's like at $20-something thousand. And my buddy at the shop, they got one that was a wreck, and the guy, insurance paid him, so the shop bought the truck, and they repaired it, and now they kept it for themselves. And I did drive in that truck. I had to use it a couple times to go do some errands for the shop. I had to go further out east, and I tell you something, man, I liked it. It was a nice little truck. I mean, you're not moving, thousands of pounds of paving stones and stuff. That's not what it's made for. It was very comfortable, got great gas mileage, and a little Spartan inside. It was a little, it wasn't highly accented, highly accoutramented, but that's it. At $20-something thousand, what do you expect?
Right.
So,
well, I was even like, let's go back in time, and that's when the wife said, okay, because I used to drive what was that, 87 F-150, 6-cylinder, 4-speed transmission, bench seat.
Oh, wow.
Nothing fancy. It was the ultimate, it was the greatest pickup truck ever, because it was a pickup truck.
Right, farm truck, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pickup truck. Dude, no issues. And then, of course, kid number 1, kid number 2, now kid number 3. And it's like, you got to get something to carry these kids around.
Right.
And of course, because we are all so safe around here, I just couldn't throw them in the back of the bed of the truck.
Right.
Yeah.
You need a Subaru Brat.
Like the good old days.
I said, so I get to go get my crew cab diesel. She said, yeah. So, of course, I go, and I'm looking, and I'm like, look, I just want a truck. I want a crew cab, diesel truck. I don't need anything. I don't need the moonroof. I don't need the leather interior. I don't need the premium sound system. I don't need the chrome wheel. I just want a pickup truck.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't make it.
Yeah, hard to find.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I finally picked one out and then we drove it around because they had to go get it clean. And I drove by and there was this plain white F-350 crew cab. It had hubcaps on it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "What's wrong with that truck?" "Oh, you don't want that truck. That's just a regular truck." I said, "That's what I'm looking for." He goes, "You really want that?" I said, "Yeah, I just needed a pickup truck and I need an extra seat to carry the kids in." So going back, where I'm going is this Toyota that they dangled in front of everybody. there's no market for here because we all have to have a place for our 10-gallon hat. We got to have, but people say, oh, for the money, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen.
You're right. Everybody seems to fall prey into, more is better. I mean, just look at the way people outfit cars. I agree with that. I don't agree with doing it for myself. I don't have to have all that stuff, but I know that most people do like it. And their payments, I mean, there are people paying $600-700 a month in lease payments or more,
Oh yeah,
to have all the bells
My
and
daughter bought a used van, and her payments are $825 a month.
Wow.
Well, that's that's the price right now. When I was in high school, when I bought my first car, towards the end of high school, when I bought my 5.0 Mustang, the average car payment was $200.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
And
an
then,
apartment.
yeah, I know that. But then, like I said, going down the road, it became 4, and then it's 6, and you're lucky now if it ain't 12.
Wow. Yeah.
My daughter's been looking at cars, and she's like, "This is insane."
Yeah. It is.
And they want to do the same thing. They did the same thing with cars when they went from a 5-year loan to a 7-year loan.
Yep.
Like they're doing with the house, from a 30-year to 50-year.
And it's not that much of a difference in the payment, really, to the 50-year. It's really not.
But you know what it is? It's the generated, even though they don't like this word I'm going to use, but it's constant cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God forbid you pay anything off and you're not what's my business? Guy pays me off, dude. I'm right on him again to get back in there because I want his $25 a week.
Right,
yep.
Right.
So, but it's crazy, and unfortunately, I know that they dangled that Toyota out there and say this is what we can do or this is what it is. It's not going to happen. They're not going to let that happen because that would upset the whole market completely.
Well, I don't think anybody thinks that's going to be that most people are going to just switch over to cheap.
Oh yeah, we all do it with electric cars. You don't have yours yet?
No, I don't.
I ordered mine.
I'm sorry. I got to go get my coffee.
I have my Aurora.
I was being mouthy.
That's as close as I get to electric on my Aurora cars. So I don't think anybody in their right mind thinks that everybody's just going to switch over to the cheap cars.
Right.
But it does give younger people who are looking at a first car, give them an option to get something that they can come close to affording, or the guy who just needs a beater to take to the train station or work car. That'd be good to, because you don't want to spend like 40 grand, 30, 40 grand on a car and be parking it in the city. That's really not a good idea. So I don't know. I think there'll be a market for it. I don't know how big it's going to be. I want to see what the vehicle is like first and see what they left out.
Well, you need to go to I think they said they're available in Argentina and I can't remember. I'll have to look it up, but there's only a few places.
Yeah.
That they're actually selling that. Now we'll see who tries to get them smuggled in. That will be,
I mean, they're small, so you can get them in your luggage.
Well, they'll get them. Somebody will find a way to import them in, like all those Skylines and all those little trucks with the on the left hand or right hand drive.
Those are still coming in. They're coming in, but they're coming in on a much smaller scale. I mean, we're talking about cars that you're going to see on the road, like the cars we see now, and that's going to be you got to sell a lot of them to be noticing them, and that's a dealership. That's a dealership model.
What are those little vans that run around?
I got a guy that I know that imports them.
Yeah,
he imports. He gets, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them in a container and has to go through paperwork, and
I think they're right-hand drive too, aren't they?
Yeah, they have those little vans, and then they have the little pickup trucks, and I can't remember. He told me once how much how much it costs to get them into the country. But
I've been starting to see them. They're around.
yeah, they're starting to. Well, like I said, they had to wait 25 years. I think they're under some kind of
Embargo or something.
well, like historical or whatever.
Oh, they got to be a certain age. Aged in.
They had to be a certain age. Now, I was funny because today I was talking to one of my guys, and I can't remember where he's from. He'll come to me in a minute. But a lot of this is even going back to when I got my new tool truck. I had a guy. He said he went around to all of us and gave us his business card. And he says, when it's time for you to get a new truck, give me a call, because he was buying them and sending them home. He was sending them to down south, down to supposedly move coffee beans and stuff like that,
Oh, that's south.
Yeah. Ooh. So I called him and I said, hey, I'm getting rid of my truck. I got my new truck, and you said call, and he goes, oh, okay, awesome, yeah. He goes, what year is it? And I said, oh, it's an 02. He goes, oh, it's too old. They won't let it in my country anymore.
Oh,
they
really?
put a ban on that because it was impacting their sales of new vehicles. So eventually, and then I was like, well, how about, do you know anybody else? And he goes, well, this country, and this country won't let them in anymore. And then I know one day some dude just showed up and he said, hey, I hear your truck's for sale. And I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, okay. Because he still sent it down to his country. Oh. They hadn't put but it was, again, they were trying to keep, it was kind of like cash for clunkers. They didn't want the old junk down there anymore.
Yeah.
Wow, they had a lot of it.
Yeah, well, they took a lot of it, yeah. So, but so I was talking, and like I said, this one guy I was talking to today, he's got like a Mustang. It's an early 2001 or 2002. And because he's talking about going back home, he can't take the car.
Oh, really?
It's too old. It's too old. Anything where he's from, it got to be 2016 or newer.
Oh, wow.
So, like I said, you just can't, it's not like the old days was us dirty Americans just throw the trash all over the place and somebody will take it. But
I used to haul a lot of Crown Vics and Caprices to the port. They were sending them over to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of that. I mean, it's amazing on that, but I know that that's, well, what was it? What was the car that they were trying to get in here, but it couldn't pass the DOT? I can't remember. It was fairly recent. They were trying to get a car in, and it wouldn't pass the. So.
Well, yeah, that's happened before. Yeah.
I think they like to dangle that and say, "Hey, look what we could do."
Yeah.
Or try to start the conspiracy theory of it.
Hey, Paul.
How's everyone tonight?
Oh, good.
There's a lot of cars that they wouldn't let into the United States over the years. I mean, there's the company I once worked for. They were going to send me to, I think it was Switzerland, because of a company called Spiker was trying to bring some cars into the United States. And there's DOTs. It's not a lot of things. My daughter says there's a lot of stuff that's available in England you can't get in the United States.
Yeah.
I had a customer. He's a customer. He's a famous rapper. He still is a famous rapper, but I don't want to say his name. But he sent me to get a car at Boston ports, or not Boston. Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Ooh, yeah. I've been
And
out of the Baltimore ports getting cars from overseas.
yeah, so this car was from India, and it was a sports car, one-seater, rear engine. And I get there, and they're like, "Oh, we can't release this car because it won't pass emissions and stuff." So they sent the car back to India. India took the motor out, shipped the motor separate, and then shipped the car in. That's how I ended up getting it. Yep.
With the willows away.
But I got
That's
paid
like I said.
all the time.
We had
going down
great.
to get it.
We had gray market cars like that came in. We go up to the port, get them, and they have a box of the stuff that was supposed to be put on the car, and it was either sticking on a reflector on the side, putting an air pump in, or whatever, and then you tow it back up, and the guy would give it the check mark, and then the guy would come back, and we take all the shit back off of it because he wanted a car that looked like it came from Europe.
Right.
Crazy.
It was crazy stuff back then.
Lewis, are you at PRI this year?
No, man, it's cold. Listen, the fellas are calling me every day. Hey, you here? You here? I'm like, no, I won't be that way until it
You
gets
just
warm.
tell them you're on the other side of the building. Let them go look for you. That's what you got to have fun at this.
Yeah, I'm not coming back till it warms up. I'm trying to tell you.
Good luck, because I don't think it's going to warm up.
Hey, it will. It always does.
I don't know, man. We haven't had this. We haven't had it like this in a long time.
Hey,
We went from 65 degrees to, hey, we're blowing wind up your skirt, and it's 29 degrees.
Like I said, it was cold when you saw me today with a Matco hat around my ears. I don't wear a lot of those hats a lot, but man, I did today. I sure as hell.
Yeah, the fellas were calling. I was like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm not there. And for some reason, Indianapolis is always cold on PRI. I mean, it's like extra cold.
Well, it's wintertime.
But it's wintertime in Ohio too. But when we get over to Indiana or Indianapolis, it changed. Got super cold. My wife won't even go back. She was like, she went one time with me, and she's like, I'm never going back.
Never going back.
Mm-mm. Too cold.
You just kicked it back to Arizona.
Yep, we're sitting here in the desert, quartzsite. Yep. Oh, I found a place to do my leather, so I got a little shop to do my leather.
Yeah, you put a lot of nice posts up the other day. You had some really nice looking product. Very nice.
Yeah, so I'm doing a little bit of leather stuff.
Good.
To keep myself busy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Getting some stuff out for Christmas. So if anybody needs anything for Christmas, hurry up. I can make it and send it out this week. Got you covered. Yep. So we're just we're gonna stay here till probably February and then head over to Florida. We'll probably stop and see you again, Paul.
I appreciate it. Please, you'll be able to see my new project when you come by then.
Okay.
That'll be being picked up this weekend if everything goes the way it's supposed to go.
Nice. Yep. So when we leave here, we'll probably go see Coach Isaac, and just work my way across and visit everybody I can see.
Unless I'm in Florida when you come through, and you can still crash in the driveway. I'll tell you how to, you know where to plug up. You're more than welcome, but I might be in Florida. Who knows?
Well, we'll be heading to Florida. We're gonna go to Melrose, Florida, to a schoolie event. That's at the end of February. So we got to stop at Signature Solar again.
Well, that's 12 miles away.
Yeah, they just contacted me today. They want to do some more promotional stuff. So I'm gonna stop there and see what they want to do.
All right.
Yeah, looking good. And Busting Out Schoolie has hit 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
2 days ago, so might be able to get a sandwich now. And I'm working on planning traffic. I think we're up to 600 and something, but I'm gonna jump that up real quick because it's been a while.
So all the new subscribers to the Bustin' Out School, you need to go back and watch the first few episodes. You know,
Yeah.
when we got the sawzalls out and the grinding wheels out, when we're
Yeah.
just cutting the bus up.
Planet traffic is at 601. So I'm gonna try to get that to 1,000 in the next month. Yeah. One of the guys that made those brackets that we use to lift the roof,
Yes.
I met him here yesterday. He's here.
All right.
And I was telling him, I was like, bro, those brackets are no joke. And I was telling him how you guys came in one weekend. He was like, oh man, he was excited. I was like, those brackets didn't play. I was like, my man Paul was like, oh, the roof's gonna fall in. And I was like, no, it's going straight up. And he was like, yeah. He goes, everybody that touched them, they say the same thing. They go, it went straight up.
It did. It went straight up. I mean, I've never raised a roof before that day. I don't think I'll ever do one again.
Yeah.
But they seldom come straight down, and gravity even sucks them straight down.
Yep. But I'm getting a lot of good feedback out here. A lot of people love the bus. So thank you on the help. Yep.
So, Louis, what do you think when you look at your bus and you look at the other ones? With a, I mean, you always have a biased eye because it's yours. But how do you kind of rate the other buses compared to yours, just on a gross scale?
I would say I'm on the upper side of. I'm in between 7 and 10.
Okay, that's what I would expect. Yeah.
And the majority of the buses I see are around that I've seen here are between 5 and 7.
You see anybody who's like doing it on a shoestring, like shouldn't be out on the road?
Look, I'm gonna pull up a picture of this guy came in. He has his whole house on this bus outside. I'm telling you. Let me see. Well, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it on the computer because I got to show you this bus, man.
That sounds pretty interesting.
So he rode by. So I didn't get a real good picture of him, but wait till you see this bus. It's like he attached everything to it, like
with string and barbed wire.
Yeah. Nice. Wait a minute. Let me see how to do it here.
I knew there had to be somebody.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what. There's $1 million rigs out here, and people in tents. Everything in between.
That's wild. That's kind of what you'd expect too. I mean, I would. I wouldn't think it'd be an even playing field.
Here we go.
Oh Jesus!
Can you see it?
Yeah. Oh my God! It's like the Beverly Hillbillies went camping with a bus.
Man, this dude got. It's like this all the way around it too. Look, he has solar panels.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I mean, there's everything. Look, a bed.
That's a mattress up there. He's warming it up. Oh, geez. That is crazy.
So there's a little bit of everything out here. I mean, I'm telling you, there's $1 million. There's just on the other side of me. There's 2 RVs. They're $1 million buses.
Yeah.
Easy. Who has the money to buy $1 million bus?
Well,
the guy that has $10 million.
They're out here, man. I'm telling you. Pull behinds. There's people coming in with toy haulers. I mean, the $500,000 toy haulers, big dog stuff.
Yeah.
Semis. People coming in Hondas with a tent on the roof.
Well,
I bet you in my section, we're in La Posa South, and in this area, I bet you there's 4,000 people here, 4,000 rigs.
Wow.
And they have north, east, west, and south, and we're in south.
If you want the real deal, you should switch to Tide. Really? Stuff over there.
Yep.
Wow.
It's. I'm amazed that people do this every year. They just come out here and sit. Just relax. I would have never thought.
Well, that's because when you're busy working, life's about working, not about relaxing.
Yeah. I mean, I wake up in the morning, go out, wave at the guy across the field and across the desert, and wave across the desert, and people walk by and wave. Everybody's on the same mission to do nothing.
How far apart do people stage themselves from the next bus?
Oh, 100 feet.
Okay.
Maybe more than that. Maybe 50 yards. I think the closest guy. Well, I got my buddies with us. He's in his bus.
Yeah.
But he's close. But everybody else is probably 50 to 100 yards away from us.
It's further away than my neighbors are. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I forget how many acres that. It's all BLM land. So it's hundreds and hundreds of acres.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. It's amazing. I mean, I would have never thought.
Yeah. That's cool.
Damn, and I thought I didn't have neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to. Wait a minute. Let me see. I might have some pictures on. Now that I know I can pull it up. Let's see. Oh, wait. I got another picture of the other side of that bus. Hold on.
That's worth the price of admission. Oh, yeah. Are those,
My man ain't playing around.
Are those life preservers or?
I have no clue.
Toilet seats.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Are those toilet seats? No, those are.
No, they're round. Got the octopus on there, some fish.
Yeah.
Donate to art. What does it say? Donate to art. Need what?
Need 5?
550.
Looks like 5.
That's a small bus.
Yeah.
It's the short bus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
In my storage unit, there's a school bus, and the guy's been working on it. I haven't seen him yet. I've been when I get a free couple moments on the route, I'll go by and dig through and clean up and so forth. And I was surprised. He's starting to. He had he had sand to bust down and primed it around the windows, and now on the inside, I think it's on the inside, he's got the windows taped up, so I don't know what he's really doing, but I'm surprised I haven't seen him yet. I don't know when he's working on it there.
He might be doing the spray foam.
Yeah, I don't know.
So look, this guy's, see how far he is away from me? He's probably 100 yards.
Yeah, that's good.
So, we lost him.
He'll be back.
Off goes the bus, off goes Lewis.
Sorry, I kicked myself off.
Yeah. It's actually easy to hit that button. I've done it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sneaks up on you. Should be a big red button.
All right, let me see. Yeah, it's just amazing how many people are out here. It's crazy. All right, hold on. I'm gonna show you a video real quick. Where is it at? Where'd it go? All right, here we go. So I think I'm gonna do a.
What up, peoples? We're on our walk, me and the bride.
See how far people are away?
Oh yeah.
Morning walk. Beautiful day.
Quiet today.
It is. I give you a view around the place here.
I guess you're not going to the deli.
But the thing is, the deli's only
Okay, so
10 minutes away.
yesterday, we need diesel diesel money. So we went looking for gold.
Ah,
So over in those mountains, there's a place called Gold Rush something. And I guess they used to mine for gold there. So we went, did a little travel. We got a couple of videos or a couple of pictures and videos of that. But it's deep, deep into the mountains. So those mountains right here, they look like they're maybe 3 or 4 miles. Those are actually 30, 35 miles away from us.
wow.
Because we drove there, it took us 30 minutes to get there.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So
Crazy.
those over there,
How
those
does an
over
how's an optical illusion like that work?
How's what?
How does an optical illusion like that work? Why can it look close but be so far?
Because it's flat. The land is
Because
flat.
the Earth is flat; it's not curvature, so that's why it looks so close. But we won't get in that theory.
That's okay. That's what I was wondering.
Next subject.
Yeah. But so Quartzsite town is like 10 minutes away. So we drive into town and they have everything there, like McDonald's, Petro, a couple little stores. They got dollar stores, no Walmarts or nothing like that, but they got pretty much everything.
Right.
And I guess in January is when they have a big RV show. I guess it's the largest RV show in the country, and they said it'd be 5 million people here.
Wow, 5 million. Wow.
Yeah, camping and this is their hot time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep. All kind of vendors and stuff come. So I'm gonna try to find me some electric bikes. I think.
Oh, cool.
Get them at a good price. If not, I'm gonna make me one of those gas bikes that you take a regular bike and put the gas motor on it.
Right.
Might have to do one of those. Depends on what my budget looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Amazon, do it yourself, build an electric bike kit with signature solar panels on the back.
There you go. Yeah, I'll try it. If I
Do
can
it
get...
with some saddlebags, but instead of them being saddlebags, they're the solar panels.
Yep, I'll try it.
And then signature solar pays for it all.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
That's the best kind, right? So, Paul, how's the weather in Texas?
It's been chilly overnight, but during the day it's been going up right around 60, 62.
Mm-hmm.
The humidity is really dropping off. The air's getting a lot drier. So it's almost getting comfortable.
Yeah, that's good.
So
it gets cold here at night, man. I turn the heat on.
Well, I gotta turn the heat on at night, and I've been wearing my long underwear since late August, early September.
Yeah.
A couple more months, we'll go into the springtime or the season of mud, I call it in Texas, or at least here. This place turns into a mud pit for about 6 weeks.
Does it?
Oh, it gets bad. But it dries out, and then we go into our nice summer, and I'm just looking forward to the 2026 car show season and playing with cars and building another car.
Yeah, I'm gonna get home and I don't know, I'm gonna do something. A lot of the Baja buggies out here are pretty sweet. I wouldn't mind doing one of those.
Like a Volkswagen Sandrail?
Yeah. Yep. I remember when I was a kid in Florida, man, those things were really popular. And some guys built some really nice ones fast, too. I wouldn't mind doing one of those.
Like the, what was that Hanna-Barbera cartoon with the little Volkswagen buggy looking thing?
Oh, what was that? I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
They don't play Hanna-Barbera cartoons in the morning on Saturday anymore.
I don't think they play any cartoons on Saturday.
Hey, Lewis, I got a question from my buddy Bill. When I did the show last week from the real undisclosed location. He was wondering if you start your bus like at least once a week to keep it running and exercising it, or what kind of schedule do you run it on?
So I got to go dump my tank, my tank, and fill my water tanks. So probably once every 10 days, I'll drive it down to the dump.
Okay.
And dump the wastewater tank and then fill my water tank up.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And so while it's sitting here, I turn my my battery switch off so nothing draws.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So it works out pretty good.
Yeah. It was kind of weird doing a show from somewhere else last night. I think it's like the second time I've done a show from somewhere but home.
Yeah.
It was cool. It was interesting. I had a good time. So did Bill.
You guys were on late.
Yeah. Well, we got going, and it was like just a normal week.
Yeah.
But I knew that the later I stayed, because I was in upper Queens by the bridge, I knew the later I stayed, the easier it would be to get home. And it's about a 25-mile distance, and I was home in about like 22 minutes. Just hit the highway and just cruise right through. No traffic at that time of night.
Yeah.
So it worked out. Worked out well. And we were out last night too. We went to an event last night, a dinner. I got to show you something. It's really another good, really good Italian place. When was the last time you saw a place that would have these hanging
Matches?
out? Yeah, that would actually have books of matches.
Oh yeah.
Because
you don't see that often.
No, not at all. And I think because it's a really nice, I consider it a high-end Italian place. I think a lot of guys are probably smoking cigars, and they, maybe they cater to them. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a nice touch of the old school.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty nice.
Speed Buggy, was that the name of that cartoon, Paul?
Yeah. Speed Buggy.
Yeah. Keith put that up. Yeah, they got a lot of side-by-sides down here. Man, if you owned a company that sold side-by-sides, you'd be king down here because they drive them everywhere, all on the road. And Yep.
I thought Florida had the market on those.
Yeah, they're big time out here.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. At the liquor store, they drive them on the street like they're cars.
Yeah. Yeah, they're actually, you can, in some states, you don't have to tag them or anything. As long as you go and, stay under a certain speed and it's on a 4-lane highway, you can drive them.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Carolinas, you can.
Ohio, you can get it plated.
Myrtle Beach, a friend of mine, it's all he does is go around in his golf cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, golf cart's another one.
Brian, you need a golf tool truck.
Huh?
You need a golf tool truck.
No.
What are you thinking, Brian? You don't even need a tool truck?
Oh, come on.
No.
Yeah, just the essentials. Hats, sunglasses, beef jerky.
No.
Have you seen the prices of those or side by sides? They're like
$15,000
to $20,000-$30,000.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
It's crazy.
It's the same price as a Honda.
Yeah. Ain't no way. I'd build my own before I spend over $10,000 for one of those things.
Well, I was gonna say you just go find a smart car, cut the top off of it, bust all the glass,
Take the doors off.
Put a Hayabusa motor in it, and I'm on the road.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna call it a night.
It's
All
a
right,
night.
Paul. Thanks for coming, and I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks. Let you know when we'll be heading that way.
Yeah, please do. I know right after Christmas, I'm gonna head back to St. Augustine,
Mhm.
and then I'll be at the Jaguar shop in St. Augustine for like a week, and then I'll come back this way, and I'll
Okay.
probably stick in Texas until right around the time of Amelia Island, and I'll go back to St. Augustine, and then I'll probably have something to do with Amelia Island, if not just attend Amelia Island this year, because when you work at a high-end shop in Florida, you got to go to Amelia Island.
Yeah. Well, okay. Sounds good.
All righty, everyone. Hey, Brian, stay warm up there.
Oh yeah. It's cold, but I haven't got my jacket out yet, so we're all right.
For some reason, I don't believe you
Why?
because it's cold.
I don't. It hasn't got. I'm still wearing my t-shirts. Come on.
I've been seeing a couple big guys in the stores still wearing shorts and Crocs and yeah, man,
Ready for that.
cold.
When I walk in, everybody says, "Where's your jacket?" I said, "I don't know. I haven't taken it out.
It's still in the box somewhere.
It's
I'll
still
tell you,
somewhere."
I'll tell you the truth. If I don't have to stay outside for any time, I'm still just wearing. I got a t-shirt, a denim shirt, and I'm wearing my duck vest.
Yeah.
I only wore a coat today because we've got a Christmas tree. I know I was going to be outside for a while, but other than that, I just still wearing a vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I'm not going to be out, you're going to be out, you got to be a little warmer.
All right. Good
All
night,
right, Paul.
guys.
We'll see you later. I think I'm about due for my reload of medicine.
Yeah, right.
Man,
So
it sucks
Brian,
having-
what's any Christmas promotions this year? You doing anything, or just try to collect money?
Man, I don't know. I was just talking to Brianna about it because she's like, "Are we going to do bust our balls or what?" And I don't know. I mean,
no, tell her it's going to be all what?
part of me, I don't know. I might do that. I just really, it's, I don't know. I have to admit, it's, I'm kind of on the Grinch side. So
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
I just
And like
really,
you said, a lot of you guys don't really get the concept anyway. So
well, I mean, that's like the one year that I did bust my balls and I put cash. I put cash money in it, and not all the balls, but some of the balls had cash, and I had done different things. There was some was cash, some was a gift card, some were
ball bearings,
hats, jacket, down the road.
Hey, it's all good. I mean, it's all free stuff. So
and
now what's
it was so funny. I had a handful, but one guy in particular, he was like, "Oh," and I told I said, make your payment, and you could grab a bulb and break it and get a prize, and he said, "Break it." I said, yeah, and of course I show him, I just grab one off and throw it on the ground, and he looked at me like I had two heads, that was like, oh my God. And, so he takes one and, he puts it in his hand and walks off the truck.
Yeah, he's going to put it on his Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so to make a long story short, I had 2 or 3 guys that had done that, but, at the end of everything, what was left, I busted them up because I knew how much cash I put in it.
Right.
And one of them had $100 bill.
I mean, you may find like some guy's grandkid in 25, 30 years going to look you up and say, "Hey, I broke my grandmother's Christmas ornaments, and it says I could get a jacket from you."
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, I go through and pluck them all down, break them, and there was a couple of all the prizes and a couple cash balls, but that $100 one was never found.
Yeah.
So there's a guy that took one and it's probably sitting on a tree right now.
Oh, wow.
10 years later,
Shit,
that's got $100 in it.
That's crazy.
That's just recently there was a news article. A lady had bought a piggy bank at a thrift store for $10. It was a glass piggy, pink piggy bank. And she takes it home and cleans it and looks and opens it up, and it's stuffed with plastic bags, like Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
So she pulls it all out, and in there is $2,500.
Wow.
Wrapped up, $2,500 with a rubber band around it. It's in the thing.
Cool.
So, that's like I know the day when my mom passes and we got to go through we had to go through every book. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that, sticking money in those, but
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, but it cracks me up that
that's what I say.
Some guys got $100.
Yeah, that's what I say. Since those guys don't really get the concept anyway, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm sure they like the Christmas ornament more than, because it's Christmas ornament. So I guess that's the real attraction for them. But they're not getting it. So, why waste your time?
So, like I said, I mean, I got some guy, and to be honest, more than half of my guys have already started. They started just like, I guess this is why I'm so sick of it. They started this before Thanksgiving. Where's my Christmas gift?
Oh, really?
And I'm like, dude, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. And you're asking, what am I giving? I said, dude, here, take a hat. Don't ask me now, but there you go.
What am I, Santa Claus? Get the hell out of here.
That's crazy.
But, they can't. I mean, they're just as bad as everybody else cramming a holiday way before. Yep. I mean,
right.
I guess, don't even get me started, but, we're banking on the numbers on how many Black Friday sales and how much it's going to move the economy.
Oh, I know. They've already been talking about it.
So, hell, we got Black Friday sales on Monday.
Yeah. They were extending them all over the place. Monday was doing Black Friday sales here. Sure. I saw that too.
I did that. What did I? Oh, Eastwood. Eastwood was doing that, and I got the rest of my. What's that? That epoxy paint or whatever. The rust. What do they call it? The
rust encapsulator.
Yeah, because I bought one. I had bought one. Because I was, like I said, I got one. I guess quart. No. Quart pint. No, which is bigger? Quart.
A quart's bigger. That's
quart. Yeah.
2 pints.
Yeah, I had gotten 1 quart, and I wanted to get more, but I was like, I'll just start with this, and then it comes across on my thing, Black Friday sale on Tuesday, and 35% off or whatever, and I said, okay, go ahead and send me the rest.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. So I've been working. I had to work on that 2-barrel carburetor again that I've been having trouble with. Kept eating up accelerator pumps, and I found out it's a small bore 2-barrel, a Rochester, and there's 2 different size accelerator pumps. So I ordered them from Mike's Carburetors. I got them in. So I'm looking at the bore for the channel. I don't know what else you would call it. What the accelerator pump rides in. It's not like a tube, but it's a round, sleeve in the carburetor, and it pushes the fuel down through the transfer slot and then up through the jets. But the actual round extruded piece of metal isn't round. It's like an oval shape. It's narrower than it is long. It's an odd shape. I thought it's just misshapen, and it was an oddball casting, and it was bad. So I was using my expandable bore gauges to take readings of this thing, and I went into the stash I usually never go in, but I went into my stash of 2 and 1 barrels, and I found the same carburetor, and it actually had the tag on it with the part number, which is unbelievable. And the carburetor fits a 64 to 66 Chevrolet 283, so or a Checker Marathon. So okay, I got the same carburetor. I pull it apart. It's got the exact same type of a tuber affair, and I measured it against the other one. They measure exactly the same. So the one I'm working on is correct, even though it looks like it's totally incorrect. So at least I verified that the thing is not a freak. And thank you.
Well, at least you don't have the luck of the Irish like I have, because I would have had 2 bad carburetors.
Well,
the one that I would have been. That's my luck or my.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know. So what I did is I put the pump in, and then I
How's that song go? 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Right, meatloaf. Yeah. So I filled the.
I'm the same boat, bro.
I filled the fuel bowl with water, and I put the pump in, and I actuated it, and I got fuel squirting out of the squirters. I'm like, okay, it does squirt. That was the problem. So I cleaned it all out, put it back together. I used some silicone grease on the cup, and I bring it over to my buddy's shop, give it back to him. The guy's going to put it on. So he's the guy that has quite extensive tool collection, and he took like one of those bakery display cases, the rounded one.
Yeah.
He's got that as part of his front counter, and in that he has all of his collectible, like anniversary tools. A lot of Matco, Mac stuff, some Snap-on stuff. So I brought a certain black box with me. I said, "Look, I got to show you something, Barry. I want you to show. I want to see." So he saw the Matco logo on the box. He goes, "Oh, what do you got there?" He goes, "What? You got a cigars?" I was like, "I wish." I said, "No, not cigars." So I opened it up, and he's like, and he just looked down, and he looked up at me, and he looked down, and he looked up at me again. And he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, right." He's like, "How'd you get this?" I was like, "Well, when you know people, you get it." and he actually happened to tell me, because I was talking to my guy about some of this stuff, and this was the one thing he said he couldn't get. I said, "Yeah, nobody's getting it." I said, "Except for me." He goes, "How much you want for it?" I'm like, "It's not for sale, man. Not for sale." He goes, "Come on." He goes, "I'm going to give it a good home." I said, "Yeah, I know you will." I said, "Look, I don't have a display case or anything." I said, "But come on, man." I said, "No, this has sentimental value now." So
it'd be like at the museum. It has to put on loan from Ray.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So we kind of had a little bit of fun. And then the other thing that was kind of funny was one of his, I guess, one of the younger mechanics came out, and he's all decked out, got a Snap-on hat, Snap-on sweatshirt, and all, and and he's looking at the carburetor. He goes, "Oh wow, what's this?" I said, "Well, that's the part for that Nova outside that's missing." "Oh, the Nova." I said, "Yeah, this is the carburetor for it." He goes, "Oh yeah, wow." He goes, "Yeah, I never did get to hang and know how to work these things." I'm like, "They're not that difficult." He goes, I have no idea, like, what you're supposed to do to, like, how do you adjust these things?" I said, "Okay, let me channel Joe D, my old co-host, who was great at giving an analog description of a digital problem." I said, "It's just an air fuel mixing device is all it is." I said, "In a way," I said, "you want to go for stoichiometric." He goes, "Oh yeah." He knew that word. I said, "Well, that the ECM controls the fuel injectors and coils and everything, and provides and tries to run that car at stoichiometric, and uses the oxygen sensors in a feedback loop to add or subtract fuel. He goes, yeah. He knows all that. I said, okay, well, here's how you do it with this. I showed him the adjusting screws, and I explained to him, I said, you need a vacuum gauge and or a tachometer. I said, you could use one or the other. I said, I always used to use a tach. I kind of like a vacuum gauge now more because it's a little more, it'll react a little faster. I said, but a lot of times I use both. And I explained to him how to do a carburetor adjustment. I said, and you got to go back and forth and keep, he goes, wow. And then it's good. I'm like, well,
Until the
no.
weather changes.
I said, yeah,
Right.
it's good until the weather changes. I said, because your modern car can use all the inputs and the map sensor input and all that, and it can read the environment and make changes on the fly and keep that thing close to stoich. I said, the carburetor, once you set it, that's it. I said, if you want to change it, you got to go in manually and redo it. He goes, every time you want to change it? I was like, yeah, every time you want to change. I said, that's why cars would go in for tune-ups in like the spring or the fall, like twice a year you want to have it looked at. I said, because just for the gross changes from the hot to the cold, the hot to the wet. I said, now if you have a Holley carburetor, I said, I used to tune my Holley carburetor every time, maybe 5 times a week. It could be rainy one day, it could be hot the next, then it could be cool. And that thing, they were always a lot more sensitive to the way they needed fuel. And he's looking at me. I said, yeah. I said, the modern stuff is sounding better to you every minute, isn't it? He's like, yeah, but I really was always wanting to know how to do this. I said, well, that's good. You should know, because if you understand how this works, then you can appreciate how the new stuff works. I said, this is the precursor to it, and you really should know it. So I don't know if he's gonna try to adjust it at all. I have no idea, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So I want to talk.
So you came home with it, right, Ray?
Yes, I did. I can go get it and show you if I need to. I have it upstairs. I did. But like I said, he looked down, looked up, looked down, looked up. It was like tilt. I was like, come on, man! You got a whole display case full of gold stuff. You got sockets, right? You got everything in the end. I said, you got the whole gamut. He's like, yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
That's
What's up, Isaac?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Oh, just ducky.
yeah.
We had our end of season girls soccer party today.
You all dressed up like girls?
Sure, that's what I did. No.
Okay, good.
And then we have off-season football stuff going on, so I went from the party over to the high school to the football. Did some football work, but yeah, this week's been a little bit bittersweet. The last time coaching girls soccer, because I'm stepping down from coaching girls soccer since girls soccer for us at the middle school takes place while we're still ending the season for football. And then if we're in the playoffs, which we're planning on building this program to get it back into the playoffs and run for state and everything. So if we're in the playoffs and whatever, the Arizona State playoffs just the state championship just was played last Friday. So I'd be deep into the girls soccer season. I can't do both like that.
Okay.
So like I said, it's bittersweet. I've been coaching girls soccer since 2017. So it was a little bit of a tearjerker,
Yeah. Well, listen, it's just another chapter. Now you're moving forward, and you did good work, and made a lot of friends, and learned a lot, and it's now you're moving forward. That's the progression of life. That's the way you need to do it.
Oh yeah. I mean, when I first started at the middle school, I
Come on, I can be a coach too, man.
I was just doing football, and with my hopes of moving up to the high school eventually, and then I started they needed a soccer coach for boys, then a girls soccer coach, then they needed a baseball coach, and I was like, sure, it's there
And
for
you
that,
adapt. Yeah, you adapt.
be there for the kids.
Mhm.
It's been it's been a blast, working with these kids, and I go up to the high school and I see them when I'm at the football games, here in the past, and I mean, this last season when I went to help out at the high school, I'd be out on the field getting ready to go up in the box, and you'd hear a bunch of kids hollering out Coach Isaac, and I look up and all I see is, you know, uh, stands full of faces, and I just wave and throw a piece on. I have no clue who said what, but it does feel good. It made an impact, and
Yeah, sure.
I've been at the store, and kids have come up to me and said, "Hey, you're Coach Isaac. Do you still coach at the middle school? You coached me back in 8th grade." And they're finishing college or whatnot now, and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome. Being able to make an impact, and everywhere you go, you run into the kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Where did all the Christmas stuff come from?
Hey, I bring the holiday cheer.
Oh, Lewis, I saw something before. There was a note saying that in 5 days, there was going to be something happening with the linking to the Facebook pages.
Yeah, I took care of it today.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm just playing with all the new fun gadgets.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's cool. That's nice.
For when you're feeling down, Brian, I'm going to put up some.
oh, thanks. Well, I need.
It's gonna be every week.
Hopefully, well, we're still alive, so we can't talk about it. But
Well,
But-
sorry, I was going to say the last one with all the gifts and stuff. Hey, that's me. I'm Coach Isaac. I'm the gift that keeps giving.
the gift that keeps giving, yeah.
There we go.
I
There we
haven't.
go.
I haven't got. I mean, Ray. I think. Keep my fingers crossed. I haven't dug it out. I got to the back side of it, but I think I have a. It's a God. What was the number? I didn't take a picture of it.
I know what that is. Isn't it KRA?
KRA, and I didn't get the number, but I have I saw the back of it in my storage unit. Hopefully, I can pull it out, and it's got some drawer stuff in it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you get to it.
It was. I pulled. Actually, I didn't even realize I found another brake lathe. I got two of those 4,000. What is it? The Amco 4000s.
Yeah, nice.
I got two of those things now. One's got a cracked housing on it. It works, but it's got a cracked housing.
Right.
On the the selector thing for the, what would it be for the drums?
Okay. Yeah.
The one thing that holds the gear, you just have it bounces around, but I can't believe I didn't even I knew I had a what was the other one called, the square one, what was that thing called?
Square one.
Yeah, it was a small square brake lathe. It was
I don't know that one.
I have one of those, and I knew I had another Amco 4000, but I didn't realize I had another Amco 4000.
Yeah. So I got something that I can send back to put back into stock for you.
Uh-oh.
The timing light lead, right?
Oh,
Because the one you sent me had 4 wires.
yeah.
So, okay. This is the timing light I have, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
someone at the shop had used it and melted the inductive clamp.
Uh-huh.
This one isn't melted because I decided to do a search on eBay for this light, and guys want anywhere from $29 to like $79.
Oh,
So-
yeah?
This one comes up non-working for parts and the leads are absolutely perfect.
Oh, is that 3-wire?
It's 3-wire
Oh,
and not burned and melted, and it was $5.
wow.
So with shipping, it cost me like $16. I said, you know what? I'll take that.
Yeah.
So I'll use the lead off of this, so I can send you the other one back. So if you have somebody else that could use it, it can go to a good home. That's I'm assuming the xenon tube is probably what's burned out of this thing. I didn't even take it apart yet and look at it. I'm assuming that the xenon, you can't tell by looking. I'm assuming that that's the problem. But yeah, these dopey guys still have these things. Now this is from mine was from 1979. So
You wanna hear something funny? So, last week was that Thanksgiving?
Yeah. No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay. So that was last week or the week before that, I guess, Thanksgiving. Guy goes, got a timing light?
Really? Wow.
I'm like, no, I can get you one. He goes, all right, yeah, just get me one. So what are you using?
You need it.
I said, what are you using? He goes, well, we got this. I think it's, I don't know. I don't think it's a 55. It's a 56 Chevy.
Okay.
He goes, we got this 56 in here, and I need a timing light for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, when you need it, you need it.
I'm like,
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of different timing lights now, and I bought one a couple of years ago. I bought an Innova, and it's one of the ones that has the tilted head. It's got it's a dial back, and it also has a digital tack display on the back, so you can read RPM and dial it back. And I mean, it was under $100 when I bought it. I just saw one at Harbor Freight, maybe a Maddox, the same thing by Maddox, and it was like $49.
yeah.
And they're bright. They're really bright.
Yeah.
But
well, like I said, I had asked him. I said, he goes, I just want plain Jane, bottom of the barrel. I just need a timing light. I don't need nothing. Because I asked him, because I said the last one I sold, the guy just wanted the digital input. He just wanted the RPM.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, there's other ways of getting RPM other than buying a timing light. But
yeah.
He just wanted a timing. I mean, he just wanted RPMs.
So does anybody know what's entailed in opening an eBay store?
Well, it's been forever since I did it. But
yeah, me too.
Because I was gonna, I last week I said that's it. I got to start selling stuff on eBay. I got some Fiat. I got a ton of shit. I mean, ton of shit.
I still have my store. I'll be honest. I still have my store and I still pay for it. I still pay the thing, but I haven't used it in a while just because
their fees went up.
Their fees went through the roof, dude.
Yeah. Well, do you know what the fee is to have the store?
Well, it's for a percentage of what you're listing.
All right, because what I did is I had a couple things. I took pictures of them, and I was gonna make the listing. Start small, put a couple things up. Because I remembered in the past when I did this, I did it right before Christmas, and I sold the stupidest shit. I sold like beer signs that I got out of a bar for Grizzly beer. I don't even know where the hell Grizzly beer is. But a woman bought that, said, "Oh, my husband's gonna love that. He's been looking for one of those for years." Sure, Well, so I said, "That's it. I'm gonna put some stuff up." And then I saw right away. I expected a percentage on the back end. That's what I thought. But they had like a price schedule to list, and it was like $19 was the cheapest, and then you could go up from there. I'm like, so I got to give you $20 just to list it?
Yeah.
I mean, what if I'm selling something that's only worth 40 or 50 bucks? That's ridiculous.
Well, that got crazy, and I'll tell you what also drove me crazy, because I put in my listing the last time I sold some stuff. I put in my listing U.S. only,
right,
lower 48 states, U.S. only. Well, they have these UPS center, not UPS centers, these eBay centers that. So some guy from
Uganda.
Pakistan, Egypt, or whatever, and he would buy, get it, and then it would go. It has to go through this eBay. So then the next thing you know, it's like there's money exchange, the rates. I mean, it just got into. I was like, dude, I just want my $50.
Mhm.
And by the time I was done, with all the fees and the shipping, I had to ship it to this place. And to me, it just got to the point where I don't know. I want to do the same thing. I got tons of stuff that I like to get rid of, but
I'll give you guys a couple ideas. There's an app called Whatnot,
yeah,
and it's a live auction. So, like, say you would have 20 items. So you pre put them on this app, and then you go live. You say, okay, I got this iced tea, for you can bid on it. Then you hit a button, and you can start to bid at say $6, and then people will bid on it live while you're holding it.
yeah.
Then once it goes out, you can put it on for like 20 seconds or a minute. Then you grab your next thing. Okay, I got an iPhone, and then you just keep going and sell all your stuff that way. People are selling a lot of stuff like that.
So do you talk it up? Are you actually you're on screen and you actually describe what the item is?
The biggest thing with Whatnot, or the only thing of it is, and you're absolutely the only thing, because I got a couple buddies that do it, and you have to use that app, and you have to get the stuff out there to get the audience. If you don't have an audience, dude, you're not.
Yeah,
it's a long.
So how do you get the audience?
Well, there's an app.
Okay.
There's an app that you download on, and they see it. It's like going to Barrett Jackson and have your little book out. Like, this is what, you're having this lot and this thing, and, to schedule a time. And you got to find, I have one guy that I know, and he said it took a while. It took a little bit of time to find the right time for the people that are looking for the stuff that you have.
Right.
It's that type of thing. You have to, you can't have it. He sells a lot of, he does a lot of Hot Wheels, and he found out that, he had to have a later show because people, the guys that are, us older guys are working. You can't have the show at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Right. The problem I am having is I got a lot of different things like car parts that are used, but very, and Fiat stuff isn't for everybody. So it's a select audience. And I was told that's the stuff you want to put on eBay because people can see it from across the country.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 brand new budget priced dial veneer calipers.
Right.
In the box. So they're brand new, and again, that's a new item that I could sell it, and just blow them out, get them off the shelf.
There's, I don't know. I've gone on Whatnot. Like I said, I've thought about it. Of course, it's just getting, I don't know. Part of me, I really hate the whole pay before you sell anything. It's kind of like, of course, I hate to say this, every twice a year, we have a flea market thing right down the street from me, and they rent out these tables, $25 a table, and the whole neighborhood, everybody goes down there. It's a big flea market thing. Of course, I'm on the main road, 2 houses down from them. I just set up in the front yard because I'm not paying the $25. I'm not. I can understand the fees to a point, but when they're gouging you from all the ends, and then they use PayPal, and then PayPal's involved.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time you're done, I don't know. I guess if you want to get rid of it, I guess that's why I still have everything sitting here. So
Me too. And and I keep saying I got to get rid of this stuff. I got to get rid of this stuff. And then I hit another wall, and I'm like, damn. I don't know.
And I've tried Facebook marketing. It's fine and to a point. I've gotten some stuff out there, but I usually end up with a friend for 6 months.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm gonna put up a live thing right now. As you see it.
Of whatnot.
Sure. Okay, this is live right now.
We will run bundle deals on the end of the show, like bundle of 5, bundle of 10. Bundle of 2 is not nice. Ish. Sea green, guys. A beautiful sea green handle. Go.
See the bid starting.
Yeah.
So people are bidding on it right now.
Bundle of keychains.
Can
I
you
don't
tell?
have keychains.
Cut your finger. I'll give you 40 bucks.
Next week, I will receive keychains. Go.
Stab yourself. I'll give you 40.
Congratulations on your first purchase from.
Throw it in the wall.
So that's how they do it.
Yep.
I was watching a guy, Brian. He was a guy selling records. He was selling. I don't know if it was the same guy that you had seen, but
Yeah, it's the guy that I sent you.
it might have been the same guy. Because I know that I think there was a couple of them. I remember watching that guy, and he's describing the records, and he'll take it, put it aside, bring up another one, and he'll say, okay, well, someone just bought the Beatles anthology. Okay, so that's going out to Joe in Saskatchewan or whatever. And he was like fast tracking them. I don't know how he keeps track of it all.
Yeah.
I think it's all built into the WhatsApp system. So you have it on your computer, and you put all the stuff in ahead of time. And so you go, you pull it up, and you hit the button, and it starts bidding, and then it moves it to the side, it numbers it. It even collects the money and ship. You just ship it out. And anybody that buys on there already have their credit card or their debit card already in the system. So when you sell something, it automatically sucks it out of your account right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Wasn't that how eBay was originally?
Well, eBay you had to put a date on it, and then it would auction all the way to that date. But this WhatsApp is instant. Like,
okay.
Yeah, eBay started the same thing. They have eBay Live now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have a very similar platform with that. If you go to because some of the whatnot will also have an eBay, and somebody will say, "Hey, I saw this," and they'll pull it off eBay and put it on the whatnot. But eBay itself has a live. There's a live button now, and they have people that selling live.
I very rarely go to eBay anymore.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I just had great luck with that timing line, man. Like I said, it was like 29 to like 8. And guys have those things, like I said, they're from like the late 70s. They still have them in the packaging, in the box that they came in,
Yeah.
And, anywhere up to like $79, $89. I'm like, wow. Like 29